Crenshaw, Randy Jackson on the Tuple Tang, y'all. Slow Boom Slang coming at you with another DMZ guide here, guys. Okay, this one is for Pet Rescue. This is the Tier 5 Redacted mission that you're going to need to do just to get to that story mission. It's one that you could skip if you want, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's easier than a few of the others. You're going to have to get into Ashika for the first part of this mission, so that's why you see me on Ashika. The first objective here is to deliver a cat statue to the shopkeeper. The second objective, another thing you need to grab from Ashika and exfil with, is to deliver a dog bank to the shopkeeper. So you need to get those two items from Ashika, so the first part of this is going to be done on Ashika, right? There are three main objectives in this mission, right? So those first two, you have to grab off of Ashika Island. You can find them in a couple places. The first one is going to be in the residential area. The cat statue and the dog bank can be found there, or it can be found in the waterways. I found them in both places. You can also find them on enemy teams, and that is how I did it right here in this video that I'm showing you in this first clip, right? I was able to get them off an enemy team that we downed. I put them in my backpack immediately, and I got out, right? You can see me soloing out right now. Now, I had a big team. We had a 6-man team here, but I got out of there on my own just because I needed to get this cat statue and this dog bank to the shopkeeper, and in order to do that, you got to get them off of Ashika first. Now, they're blue items, right? So as soon as you do exfil with them, you're able to put them in your mission stash, right? And that way, you can take them off your body, right? You can go do a few things, maybe get your guy a little bit more kitted up before you go into the Koshi complex for the final objective. And the final objective is to take and extract the shopkeeper intel, right? So you have to deliver those two items to the shopkeeper, and then you have to take and extract the shopkeeper intel, which actually pops out of the dead drop at the shopkeeper when you drop those two items to the shopkeeper. And as you can see right there, I just showed you I have them in my inventory, the dog bank and the cat statue, right? So I am just waiting on the exfil here on Ashika, right? And then I get out immediately, right? As quickly as possible with these two items, because if you stay in Ashika and you have these two things on you, there is a guarantee that you will get engaged and killed by a team, right? So just my recommendation here, guys, is to get those two items, and as soon as you have either one of those items or both of those items, get out, exfil, and put that into your mission stash so that you can either get the other item or just have those two items in your mission stash to complete the entire mission, right? Okay, so let's get into recommendations here as far as what you're going to need for this mission. First things first, because you're on Ashika and you're going into the Koshi complex after this, I recommend a comms vest, right? This is going to let you know when there's enemy players around, and it's good for engagements, right? You know immediately what's going on, who's near you, what's happening. So make sure that you have the comms vest on. Make sure you get out with the cat statue and the dog bank, first of all, right, off of Ashika. Second thing that I recommended, I wouldn't say that you need this necessarily on Ashika, but I would say you need it when you're in the Koshi complex, like I am here in this next clip right here. I recommend having a secure backpack, right? So this I definitely recommend when you're getting the two first objectives done after you've loaded into the Koshi complex, because if you get killed while you're doing this, which there's a high chance of when you're in Koshi, you will be able to retain those two items, the dog bank and the cat statue. Now, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to load into Al Mazrah with that cat statue and that dog bank, right? And you're going to need to go down to the Koshi complex. You're going to need a few things, right? So from here, you load into Al Mazrah, you head down to the Koshi complex, right? And you're going to need the cat statue, the dog bank, and a factory admin key. As you can see right here, I just opened this yellow door. That gets you into the factory warehouse wing, and you need that factory admin key to do that. Now, there's a few places you can find the factory admin key, okay, in the Koshi complex. Most of the time you find it in the chemical plant, and it's located in the vents that you can crawl in the central part of the chemical plant, which is the level 2 of the Koshi complex, right? So you're going to need to get that factory admin key in order to access the shopkeeper, which is where you need to deliver the cat statue and the dog bank, right? And so that is why you need to have that item. So you're going to need to have factory admin key, the cat statue, and the dog bank, and then get into the Koshi complex from Al Mazrah. Another thing I recommend having, night vision goggles, obviously, because when you're in the chemical plant, it is completely dark. You're going to need the night vision goggles to basically navigate through this area and see teams and NPCs that are engaging you, so definitely have those on you as well, right? After you head over to the yellow door in the chemical plant, that's the factory admin area. That's the factory warehouse, right, that you use that key for. You're going to need to clear out the hallway, which has a sentry gun in it. So make sure you take that sentry gun down pretty quickly, because it's definitely going to hit hard, right, and you might get engaged on third party by a team while you're trying to hit that sentry gun hard as hell. So watch your back while you're doing it. Now head down the hallway that the sentry gun was in, right? Go through the double doors, and you're going to be entering into basically a control station section of this area, right? This is where you're going to need to get to the shopkeeper. So this area right here, man, this is something you need to just take out the enemies in front of you and then head around the corner, right, into the central area by where all of these control stations are, and head back into the shopkeeper area where I'm heading right now. That dead drop I just ran up to, that's where you drop the cat statue and the dog bank. Drop those in the dead drop, and boom, you can see right away that third objective pops out. That is the crown intel. That is the shopkeeper intel, right? And it's called the crown intel when you pick it up. The thing about that is I will highly recommend having the secure backpack when you get that, because it is a white item. It will go away if you get killed and you don't have a secure backpack. So highly recommend having the secure backpack when you get that item, because if you do go down, you will automatically have that in your backpack for the next round, right? And at least you get another chance at it, right? And there's a high level of engagement here. So I really think that you need to have that. Now, guys, Kinectrolysis on the Smickle Ming on the two-toe Hoobastanks, y'all. I mean, we are getting it. We're getting it. Look at all these night vision goggles that you can get in this area, too. That's another area you can pick up the NVGs in, baby. So you can get those bad boys for yourself, right? After you drop the dog bank and the cat statue, make sure that you have that crown intel on you, and you just need to exfil. That is the final objective here. Get the hell out. Now, if you have a secure backpack and you get down, you're going to have another chance to get in there and go exfil with it. But if you do that, make sure you just run through the first part of the complex and get to an elevator in the second part of the complex and get out, right? Because that's your last shot. Otherwise, you got to do the whole mission over again, and that is just a total bitch, man. Total bitch. Rocket Man burning out of fuel in the big dick schlongs, y'all. Really appreciate everybody subscribing. We are at over 3,100 subscribers. You guys are just killing it. Please hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate all of the support. You guys are fucking killer, man. Have a great one. Slow Boon Slang out. Hope that this video helps everybody. Take care, guys. Bye.